You can't even reason with you people.
Obama's camp is doing exactly what all the others have done in the past.
Thank you. What the F?
And Ohio is a very important state, so they're getting the homeless zombies to vote. They're getting the homeless zombies.
And it's not a crime.
They also want to get something passed where felons are allowed to vote.
Yeah. Good. Why can't felons vote?
Because what? Now, why would it be? Why would Barack Obama want felons to vote?
Why wouldn't you want felons to vote?
Doesn't that sound like something that's like, well, if I got up and said, a lot of felons are black, people would be like,
well, a lot of felons are. But let me ask you this: if I'm a felon and I get out, I still have to follow the rules of this country. I'm not like told to leave the country or told, listen, once you are a felon, you could just be a felon. You could just keep committing crimes. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to try to get a job. You are now.
Most of them, that's what they do.
But not most of them. You don't have to cut through the system no more. You don't do nothing.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then don't vote. But if you still have to follow the rules of society when you get out and when you're in there, really, you should be able to vote. Why can't a felon vote? And there's a lot of innocent dudes in jail.
Once you're out, you should be able to vote. When you're in jail, no. But once you're out, you should be able to vote.
Yeah, I think that's.
And why not
crazy.
while you're in? I can't decide. He's still my president.
You would understand why that would drive Anthony crazy.
He's still my president.
It's a privilege you lose in jail. You should lose, sir.
Why? To vote?
Because you're a criminal, yeah.
But what does that mean, though? Okay, why should I lose my privilege to vote because I'm in jail? I broke the laws of society. There's laws of society, but this guy's still my president. I'm not allowed to say that Bush ain't my president.
Part of the punishment is that you get no say in what goes on. That's part of that's what the removal of the vote would be. You've broken the laws of society, and part of it is we don't want your input until you're done with your sentence. But I think
it's not, my vote is really not my vote is really not my input. You're choosing a leader, I guess, or whatever. So I don't understand where choosing to vote, for your leader.
You've proven,
that doesn't mess
through
up
your actions, you've proven that you do not have good judgment. And you should not be allowed to vote. Not saying that people that do vote have good judgment, because a lot of them don't.
And you talk about white collar dudes too. You're talking about like Wall Street criminals and
felons.
All those guys. Well, 3 Republicans and 6 million Democrats will get to vote.
Anthony's angle.
This is the problem. There's a lot of Democrats in jail. Negro Democrats.
His angle on this.
A lot of white people in jail.
Disproportionate number of black people.
This would help Obama.
Of course.
Yes. That's why he's a little worried about this.
But there's a lot of white people in jail.
Yeah, I know, but
unjustly
disproportionate.
Hey, we got to go to Amy in Connecticut. Amy.